Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, what makes Team RSP unique is its steely resolve not to achieve but to exceed the targets, says Mr. Amarendra Prakash, DIC, BSL and RSP. Health camp organized in the industrial slums by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant.
Diesel electric locomotive commissioned at Traffic and Raw Material Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. 32 teams from Bisra block participating in the zonal level Sambardhan Rural Football Tournament of Rourkela Steel Plant.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant bags the NCON Award 21-21. Karamveer Award function held at Air Conditioning Department of SAIL RSP.
Pre-retirement employee empowerment workshop Roshni held at SAIL RSP. Karmaveer Award function held at Electronics and Automation Department of SAIL RSP.
Enterprising endeavors of the team of employees of Oxygen Plant of SAIL RSP bring substantial benefits for the company. Drug de-addiction awareness program held at Ispat Vidya Mandir of SAIL RSP.
Session of the Communication Initiative Beyond 100% held at Research and Control Lab. Ispat English Medium School of SAIL RSP launches its website.
Now the news in detail. What makes RSP unique is its steely resolve not to achieve but to exceed the targets, said Mr. Amarendra Prakash, Director in charge of Bokaro Steel Plant and Rourkela Steel Plant in a virtual interaction session held with executives in the rank of E1 to E5 of SAIL RSP on 10th November 2021. The session was attended by frontline executives spread across the plant. All the executive directors, many chief general managers and other senior officers of the plant also joined the online program. Citing the example of famous athlete Sarji Bubka, who ruled in pole vault, each time setting a new benchmark, breaking his own record, Mr. Prakash further said, a culture of excellence prevails in RSP where the people are determined to keep excelling in their endeavors.
Being better than yourself. Whatever I am today, can I be better than this? How can I stretch myself to become even better than wherever I was? Rourkela Steel Plant, I'm happy to see, is exactly in that position. You are the Sergei Bubka of today. You have set a record. Now our job in coming time is to make sure that we better our record. We can build a better RSP. RSP can have a better record than wherever we have reached today. So from my side, only one message. Culture of excellence is all about being better, not just about being better than others. It is about being better than what I am today.
Exhorting the collective to soar new heights with renewed efforts, the DIC said, let's explore and pick 3 specific areas where we can focus extensively to become world beaters and set benchmarks for others to emulate. Explaining the importance of human resource in an organization, giving an example of a Japanese anecdote, the DIC said that the workforce of RSP is considered amongst the best in the country. Mr. Prakash also encouraged the young executives to spell out their dreams pertaining to RSP.
Pick up 3 parameters, any 3 parameters. It can be EBITDA margin, it can be specific energy consumption, it can be people satisfaction index, it can be customer satisfaction index. Anything that you can think of in your area, whichever area you are in. And let us set our target in being the best, not in SAIL, not in India, but being the best in the world. So my thought is, my proposal is, let us take up 3 parameters, any parameters. You can debate amongst yourself, you can discuss with yourself, you can do some research on the internet, who is doing better in what, where we are. And let us decide we will take 3 parameters in which Rourkela Steel Plant will be the best in the world. The world produces 2,000 million ton of steel each year. Let us say this 5 million ton plant, this 4.5 million ton plant is going to be the best in the world in at least 3 parameters.
In the open house interaction session, the frontline executives directly interacted with the DIC and gave many suggestions regarding their respective areas of work and township. Ms. Rashi Banerjee, CGM HRD, presented the introductory note and also coordinated the interaction session. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has intensified its effort to provide health checkup facilities at the doorsteps of the residents of the steel city and also to contain the spread of dengue and malaria in and around the steel township. On a regular basis, CSR Department of RSP, in collaboration with ISPA General Hospital, has been organizing health checkup camps at different locations both within and outside the township. On 10th November 2021, a health camp was organized at Bolangir Basti, Sector 3 for the residents of the area through the mobile medical unit. In all, 153 persons were examined and treated by Dr. Satyajit Mishra, ONG, and Dr. Aditya Bisoi, Medicine. Biochemistry blood tests were carried out by Mr. Manish Abhi Adhiria, Assistant Pathologist. Medicines as per prescriptions of the doctors was distributed free of cost to the patients.
In a function organized at Traffic and Raw Material Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 8 November 2021, Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, commissioned the diesel electric locomotive number 1421. Mr. Saibal Chakravarti, CGM in charge maintenance, Mr. T.T. Lahiri, CGM in charge services, and other officers and employees of the department also attended the function organized in Loco Maintenance Shop of Traffic and Raw Material Department. Mr. Suryavanshi took stock of the diesel electric locomotive and drove the engine. He exhorted the collective to make best use of the locomotive and help the plant further enhance its performance. He also urged them to ensure overall safety in the department. It may be noted that locomotives are essential equipments for movement of internal and external rolling stocks and are directly related to production and dispatch of finished products of the steel plant. These locomotives are being maintained by Loco Maintenance Section of Traffic and Raw Materials Department. The section has 2 shops, Loco Light Repair Shop and Loco Heavy Repair Shop. All the preventive and breakdown maintenance of the locomotives except periodic overhauling is being done in-house. Notably, POH is the most exhaustive preventive maintenance schedule and RSP is getting it done at the Indian Railways workshop, Trichurapalli. All mechanical, electrical and pneumatic assemblies and sub-assemblies are overhauled. Complete rewiring, denting and painting of the locomotive is done in the schedule. The locomotive number 1421, manufactured by Messrs. Banaras Locomotive Works, Indian Railways, Varanasi, was procured and commissioned in the year 2009. The locomotive was sent on for periodical overhauling at GOC, Indian Railways Workshop, Tiruchirappalli on 26 June 2021. The same was received back at RSP on 24 September 2021 after periodical overhauling. The locomotive will be used for transportation of raw materials, finished and semi-finished products through captive as well as railway wagons. The POH of this locomotive has cost the company Rs 2.58 crores. Purchasing a new one would have cost Rs 10.42 crores. Overhauling of the locomotive has improved its reliability, availability and horsepower, which will result in smooth internal and external movement of rolling stock. The function was coordinated by Mr. Sajal Kumar Bairagi, Senior Manager, TNRM. 32 teams from Bisra block are participating in the annual zonal level Sambardhan Rural Football Tournament organized by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant at Bhalulata village. The tournament commenced on 8 November with Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM in charge CSR of RSP, gracing the inaugural function as chief guest. She declared the tournament open by hoisting the sports flag. Other dignitaries present on the occasion were Mr. Dushmant Pradhan, DGM CSR, and Mr. P.K. Khillar, Senior Manager CSR, Mr. Arjun Oram, Zilla Parishad, representative and employees of CSR department. Members of the Subrana SHG of Lili Tola, Bhalulota, who are coordinating the event, were also present on the occasion. The chief guest and the dignitaries interacted with the players and extended best wishes to all the team members. The opening match was played between Kapranda Girja Tola and Bhalulota Sagar Football Club. The 5-day tournament will conclude on 12th November. It may be noted that the Sambardhan Rural Football Tournament is being organized in the 4 peripheral blocks of RSP every year. The champions and the runner-ups from each of the 4 zones then participate in the final football match held at Rourkela.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has backed the Energy Conservation Award in the Eastern Region NCON Award 2021 competition held in September by Confederation of Indian Industry CII. RSP was adjudged with 4.75 star energy rating, which is best ever for RSP and also best in SAIL. In a function held at the office of ED Works on 5th November 2021, Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, handed over the NCON Award certificate to Mr. Naresh Kumar, CGM Utilities and Environment, Mr. K.K. Pandey, GM in charge EMD, and his team. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Suryavanshi commended the efforts of the Energy Management Department in reducing specific energy consumption pattern of the plant, which has led to huge cost savings. Some of the activities undertaken by the department which helped in bagging the award was modification in BF gas grid along with coke ovens, blast furnace and instrumentation departments. This has resulted in retrieval of additional BF gas of about 70,000 Nm³ per hour into the network. The additional BF gas allocation to captive power plant 1 and power blowing station has led to reduction in boiler coal consumption of around 104 tons in CPP1 in 2021 over previous year. This has enabled to reduce specific energy consumption to 6.19 gigacal per ton of crude steel, which is best among SAIL plants. A Karamveer Award function was held at Air Conditioning Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant recently. Mr. Marianus Mins, GM Air Conditioning, presided over the function and handed over the award to Mr. R.N. Hembram, Senior Technician AC. Present on the occasion were other senior officers and staff of the department. The program was coordinated by Mr. Sanjeev Behra, Manager Personnel. Mr. Hembram was awarded for reviving the compressor along with associated jobs of Caster 3 in Steel Melting Shop 2 area, which had become non-functional due to defect developed in spew compressor 1 of Unit 1, water-cooled condenser and chiller. Mr. Hembram was instrumental in overhauling the compressor and repairing the condenser and chiller leak simultaneously without hampering the running unit. All repaired compressors were assembled and commissioned successfully, ensuring 100% running of AC plant with rated capacity.
A pre-retirement employee empowerment workshop Roshni was held at HRD Center of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 6 November 2021. Mr. Dhirendra Mishra, GM in charge Personal Works, presided over the inaugural session. Mr. G.R. Das, GM, PL, Welfare, Canteen, Town and Medical was also present on the occasion. In all, 21 employees, including executives, are superannuating in the month of November 2021. The sessions covered topics such as final settlement dues and financial security planning, procedure for smooth final settlement and SAIL medical scheme, mindset for smooth transition to a new phase of life after retirement, ensuring good health, well-being, know your body and mind, and safe uses of IT to facilitate smooth and stress-free transition from active employed life to post-retirement life. The sessions were taken by executives from different departments. The workshop was coordinated by Mr. G.R. Das and the team of Employee Welfare Department of RSP. A Karamveer Award function was held at Electronics and Automation Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant recently. Mr. Srinivas Konda, GM in charge E&A, presided over the function and presented the award to Mr. Krishna Guru Adabar, Master Technician E&A. Present on the occasion were other senior officers and staff of the department. Mr. Adabar was awarded for solving the communication issue of DWI and PC at HJ Bay Weighbridge of Silicon Steel Mill at the quickest possible time. The action carried out with all safety precaution helped in reducing the downtime. The program was coordinated by Mr. Sanjeev Behra, Manager Personnel.
The enterprising employees of oxygen plant of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant have modified and commissioned the air compressors that helped the company achieving substantial benefits. Air compressors are integral part of oxygen plant which help in maintaining air grid pressure at the customer's end. The oxygen plant has 2 air compressors installed in Atlas Copco Air Station. Steel Melting Shop 2 is the major consumer of compressed air from this station for use in slab casters 1, 2 and 3. In addition to SMS2, Blast Furnace 5 and Calcining Plant 2 also use compressed air. Atmospheric air is sucked through suction air filters fitted in inlet of air compressors, which after filtration in suction air filter is compressed by air compressor to the desired pressure. Both the air compressors in Atlas Copco Air Station needed to be operated continuously to maintain air grid pressure. In the absence of standby, any stoppage or tripping of one or both these compressors used to reduce air grid pressure, thereby affecting steel production in Steel Melting Shop 2. Malfunctioning of mechanical interlock between main contacts and auxiliary contacts of miniature circuit breakers installed in excitation panel of air compressor motors lead to frequent tripping of air compressors in Atlas Copco Air Station, affecting the production. To overcome the problem, a team of employees comprising Mr. A.K. Paini, MOMT, Mr. D. Mohanta, MOMT, Mr. P.R. Mahanta, SOST, Mr. S.K. Samal, OCT, Mr. M.D. Das, ACT, led by Mr. A.K. Sethi, Assistant Manager, identified alternative solution and executed the modification jobs under the guidance and supervision of Mr. S.S. Saini, GM Oxygen Plant. As a result of this enterprising job, tripping of 1950 kilowatts 6.6 kilovolt air compressor motors in Atlas Copco Air Station has been completely eliminated, bringing about a substantial benefit of rupees 2.1 crore. In addition to this, the process control, air grid pressure, maintenance and process reliability has also improved considerably. The team was recently felicitated under the Utkarsh Award scheme of SAIL RSP. An awareness program on drug de-addiction was organized at Ispat Vidya Mandir, Sector 19, Rourkela on 1st and 2nd of November 2021. Ms. Pushpa Hanum, Principal IVM, presided over the session. In all, 90 students of the institution attended the program that was conducted in association with Brahma Kumari Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya and Crime Branch, Orissa. Brahma Kumar Rajiv addressed the first year students while Brahma Kumar Dhananjay addressed the second year students. With the help of videos, they briefed the students about the evils of drugs and its dangerous effects on oneself, his or her family and society at large. Brahma Kumari's sister Anjali taught meditation techniques with practical demonstration and spoke about the key to lead a happy and stress-free life. Mr. Umesh Chandra Behera, Inspector, Crime Branch, Orissa, deliberated on the growing drug menace and the illegal drug trafficking which is detrimental for the society. The students interacted enthusiastically during the open house discussion and assured that they would refrain from consuming themselves and motivate others also to do the same.
A lecture and presentation session of Beyond 100% series, the weekly communication meeting for the employees of Research and Control Laboratory RNC Lab of Rourkela Steel Plant was held at the main conference hall of the department on 29th October 2021. Mr. Atish Chandra Sarkar, CGM Quality, presided over the session. Around 45 employees including executives attended the program. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Sarkar highlighted the importance of Srujani and good health with regard to the production, productivity and performance of the department in specific and the plant at large. During the program, the session on safety was conducted by Mr. S. Swine, Senior Chemist RCL, Dr. T. Mishra, Additional CMO in charge OHSC, and Dr. Mrs. Mona Lisa Mahanti, Consultant MNHS, dealt with the topic lifestyle diseases and its prevention. They discussed at length the various aspects relating to the subject like diabetes, hypertension, obesity, blood pressure, blood sugar level, stress management and diet control. The other technical session included an overview on online Srujani portal and ways of using it by Mr. B.K. Behera, AGM IED. The program concluded with a formal vote of thanks by Ms. Khushbu Mishra, Manager RCL. Mr. Ashish Ranjan, GM RCL, coordinated the whole event. It is noteworthy that the weekly communication exercise has been initiated for the employees of various labs inside the plant to promote the culture of learning, knowledge sharing, innovative thinking and safety. At a function organized at Ispat English Medium School, Sector 20 on 3rd November, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, ED-PNA, inaugurated the news website iemsrsp.com launched by the school. Present on the occasion were Mr. A.K. Nayak, CGM, TA and CSR, Mr. P.K. Das, GM in charge TS, Mr. Manoj Kumar Agarwal, GM TS, Principal and teachers of IEMS. Mr. Amrendu Prakash, Director in charge BSP and RSP, extended his greetings and appreciations through his written message, which was read out by Ms. Seema Victor, Senior Master IEMS. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Satpathy commended the efforts of the teachers of the institution in developing the website in-house. He highlighted the importance of the digital media in the light of the pandemic and growing digital usage for the benefit of the students, teachers and the alumni members. The function commenced with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp amidst the chanting of shlokas from Gita. At the outset, Dr. B. Kar, Principal IEMS Sector 20, welcomed the gathering. Ms. Sushrita Das, Headmistress IEMS Sector 18, gave a brief report on development process of the website by the dedicated teachers of the school, while Mr. U.C. Patnaik, Senior Manager Education, proposed a formal vote of thanks. The program was anchored by Ms. Seema Victor, Senior Master IEMS. And that's all for now. Namaskar.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.